I get a lot of questions about the rigging on my fishing kayak, from the fishing accessories to the filming accessories. I'm gonna go over all of it. Some products I've had for years, others are new additions, so I will cover everything that's on here today. Sadly, my kayak fishing season has wrapped up for the year as winter weather has arrived. Literally, we're in heated socks right now, and I got little hand warmers going in my pockets. It is chilly. So the kayak I've been running this year is the Hobie Pro Angler 14 360 XR, and I'll be taking it back to Full Marine very soon, where it will be available for purchase. The demo kayaks do not last long, so if you're in the market and you're in Southern Ontario or willing to make a road trip, give them a call or text for all the details. Starting at the back, I was very excited to add a trolling motor to my kayak this year for the first time. This is the Garmin Force Current kayak trolling motor. It is new on the market. I had the chance to run it this fall and absolutely love it. I'll be spending more time with this motor this upcoming spring and summer, and look forward to sharing more content with it. In order to mount the wireless foot pedals for the Garmin Force Current without drilling at all, I picked up these mounting brackets from Tim Percy & Co. Another tip, the pull cord can be routed without drilling using a pair of 1/4-inch stainless steel D-shackles rather than using the supplied pad eyes. The cleat can be mounted to the H-rail using a pair of Mighty Mount duo rail adapters. The Garmin Force Current can be run with a 12-volt battery for 30-pound thrust or a 24-volt battery for 50-pound thrust. When I first took it out, I had a 12-volt and I was getting just over 5 miles per hour top end, but I've since purchased a ProGuide Alpha Series 24-volt 90-amp-hour battery. I will get more speed out of the 24-volt, and I look forward to running this battery next season. The battery box I'm using for the 24-volt is a Noco Group 24 to 31 snap top battery box. You want to make sure you install a circuit breaker. I'm using the Garmin 40 amp circuit breaker. Moving on to tackle and gear storage, I've been using the Yak Attack Blackpack Pro kayak fishing crate for a number of years. This is the 16 by 16 inch version. I like being able to fit a lot of gear in here and easily load it up before my kayak adventures and fasten it down. This crate comes with 6 rod holders, but I have added 2 additional rod holders so I can bring up to 8 rods. For camera mounts, I like to be able to capture various angles when I fish. I typically run an action camera on the front of my kayak. I am loving the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, and I'll mount this on the Yak Attack Panfish Pro mount on a Yak Attack HD mount lock and load track base. At the rear of my kayak, I run a 360 camera so I can capture the action all around my kayak, and I can frame it any way I like, whether vertical or horizontal format. I run a DJI Osmo 360, and I have this mounted on the Yak Attack Boomstick Pro on a Yak Attack lock and load track base. Moving on to electronics, I'm running the Garmin GPS Map 8410 XSV with LiveScope Plus and the GT56 UHD transducer. The GPS map units have HDMI input-output, which allows me to record my screen directly, as I really enjoy incorporating LiveScope footage into my videos.
That's a pike. Pike. Got it though.
To power my fish finder, I'm running an Amped Outdoors 48 amp hour, 14.8 volt lithium battery. To protect my GT56 UHD transducer, I've installed a Burley Pro Guardian transducer protector. I have my fish finder mounted on the Boondocks slotted console using the Boondocks angled riser kit. I previously mounted my fish finder off to the side on the H-rail, but after adding this full-length accessory track across the bow, I much prefer this setup. I have my Garmin unit mounted on the Fish Finder Mounts Elevated Kayak Fish Finder Screen Mount. For my LiveScope wiring, this little plug here is super handy. This is the LiveScope bulkhead connector kit connected to a 10-foot LiveScope transducer extension cable that runs inside the hull to the black box. This allows me to remove my pole and transducer at the end of each day on the water instead of having it permanently mounted. I've had a lot of inquiries on which pole I'm using for LiveScope, and I absolutely love this one. This is the Fish Finder Mounts Gen 4 live sonar pole and beam mounting kit and the twist handle. It is super smooth and easy to stow and deploy. For anchoring, I've been running the PowerPole micro anchors for a number of years, either as one standalone anchor or in a dual configuration. The micro anchors are super helpful for being able to hold in place in wind or current or when dealing with a fish, just with the press of a button. New to this year's kayak model are the integrated mounting holes designed for the PowerPole micro anchor. I use PowerPole's 8-foot ultralight spike and have also added the micro spike lighted flag topper for visibility and also to ensure I meet the legal requirements for having a light on my watercraft when fishing before sunrise or after sunset. Just a note, I haven't run the Garmin Force Current and the PowerPole micro anchor at the same time. There is a clearance issue with the two currently, but I'm hopeful that someone will come out with a aftermarket adapter that will solve this clearance issue by angling or offsetting the mounting holes for the PowerPole micro anchor. Okay, getting cold. That's that. I will include links in the description below to all the products to help you save some time if there's anything you're interested in. If you have any questions or even gear suggestions, I'd love to hear from you. And thanks for watching. Best of luck out on the water.